ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, home to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock. See Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Demon Deacons will put total effort to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously, so it gets in.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that's a big missed opportunity there. And sometimes it's just those small things. It's getting your feet set so you can throw the ball with good accuracy. A lot of times guys are open and you just rush it. You
turning it on. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic.
Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Topper. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The Demon Deacons offense will have its first possession of the game. back to throw. It's Lewis. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Grove. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going, as they have a first down at the 43. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
He gets a block. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it in. It's Booker. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Get it out on the screen. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Hilltoppers are on the move. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Western Kentucky, 14. Wake Forest, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Finds his back in the middle. Gets away from one. Finds some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking for a man. It's Lewis. With the catch, it's Grove. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Demon Deacons are threatening in the red zone. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. He spent his whole career in the backfield, now 40 career sacks.
That is absolutely insane. A guy that can get to the quarterback that much. You know where he's at, Palmer. He's on the end of the line of scrimmage most of the time.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the foot.
Breaks into the open. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Hilltoppers in the hurry-up. Right back to the well. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
And the Hilltoppers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Working that wide receiver screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he runs it in for the will score. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
Reese, that's 3 for the young fella. I mean, this dude's smelling the end zone. Anytime he gets near it, you know he's going to lower his shoulder, do whatever it takes to get in the end zone. The hat trick, the 3rd touchdown.
Western Kentucky, 21. Wake Forest, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. They're working that left side, and they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
To the air, it's Lewis. Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got his man downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Fierce the pressure. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds a tight end. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. And we'll start the 2nd quarter as they try to hang up a 3 spot. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Georgia Southern. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking deep. He's got it inside the 25. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. A designed run for the quarterback. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is touchdown, WKU! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Lewis. Quick completion on the out route. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Demon Deacons have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good, build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This sophomore behind center has been surgical in his performance. He's been turnover free. They're moving the ball up and down. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man on the right. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Across the 25. Touchdown, Topper! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's Grove. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting...
Looking to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Demon Deacons will line it up on 1st and 10. Trying play action. Makes the catch. It's Grove. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Lewis. Got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, that completion now sets up a critical 3rd down here in the red zone for this quarterback. His offense, his team, is trailing by a lot. They're going to need him to start making plays consistently, and he's going to have to do it when the defense knows he's about to throw it. And that's exactly the situation right here. 3rd down in the red zone. The quarterback has got to step up on this next play.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. And this sophomore behind center has been really impressive so far. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders, and best of all, they've protected the football.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Yeah, and 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Hilltoppers are marching down the field. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
It's complete to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hilltoppers.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Hey, what? These are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
Dropping back, it's Lewis. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Turning it on. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wake. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Slips through the line, and the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Hilltoppers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They're going to ride this running back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Yeah, and Listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. They're
headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Western Kentucky, 49. Wake Forest, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line. To the air, it's Lewis. Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They boot it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. And what a show we've seen from the man behind center. They've been playing pitch and catch at an elite level, and there have been no answers defensively. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able? There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, WKU!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Western Kentucky, 56. Wake Forest, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Gives it on the option. Shakes off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Back to throw, it's Lewis. Under fire. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Off play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Grove.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And the Demon Deacons are rolling down the field. Scanning the field, it's Lewis. Fires one high and deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
Got it in the middle. It's Grove. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Topper. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tulsa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Lewis. Fires to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. Now on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They've been dominated. Now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Got it in the middle. It's Booker. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Holds and fires complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. It's complete. Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. On the move. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Lewis. Gets it to him on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. And the Hilltoppers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And off from the shotgun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Western Kentucky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Wake Forest, 20.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Puts it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Grove. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Finds his man down the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick completion to the right. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his 2nd sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Oh, what a cut! He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Just brilliant orchestration of this offense by the sophomore quarterback. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He's been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, and this guy's virtually unstoppable. QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked him apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, WKU. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Pure domination all game long for this offense, whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come. The 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here. It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. No fair catches here, looking for room. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Turns it on in midfield. Right down the boulevard. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Toppers. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about
it. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Jefferson. Makes the grab on the left. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Cardi. Turning it on. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. The Demon Deacons just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. From the red zone, looking for a space. Moving away from pressure. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. looking to get it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I was ready for this fourth down anyways. I know I need a touchdown on this drive, and I know I'm going for it. So now the situation is, what is my play to get it done?
Back to pass, it's Jefferson. Lets it go to the end zone. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Makes the grab. It's Temple.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going.
He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the fourth quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Right down the middle. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. And the Hilltoppers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's got it on the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
Wants to throw. It's Jefferson. Stands in and takes the hit. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Western Kentucky.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
There he goes. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hilltoppers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, talking to the coaches coming into the game, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football and keep running the clock.
And the Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Going right to work up top. Going deep. He's got it on the outside. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.